I believe that most creatives are drowning in content ideas, but somehow wake up every week with nothing to post. And it's really frustrating because you know consistency would change everything, your reach, your client pipeline, even your confidence. So today I'm gonna walk you through the exact 30-minute weekly system I use to stay consistent without burning out. I'm not teaching theory here. I run content systems for clients, my own community, and my own channels. And this process is the only reason I can produce at scale without wanting to yeet my camera off a bridge. Stick around to the end because if you follow the framework I'm about to lay out, you'll always know exactly what to make, when to make it, and how to make it faster. So let's start. Point one is pick one clear goal per week. Most people sit down and plan content and try to do everything at once. And I mean goals. Grow subscribers, grow followers, sell something, express themselves, and it becomes impossible to hit anything because you're aiming everywhere. So here's what I want you to do. So each week, decide whether or not you're going to try to teach, sell, or document. That's it. One primary intention. At the end of 2025, I knew I wanted to get out a year in review recap post for Silo. I wanted to do the same thing for our email list. I also wanted to create so many different emails for the people coming into the new year so that everyone could stay in one place and all together. But also I was filming YouTube videos to get on top of weekly YouTube videos this year. How do you think I did all that once? I didn't. I ended up not doing any of it actually. I made one post and one email. But it was so, like the goal was not lofty. I could have done it, but I needed to focus on one thing at a time. And that just didn't happen. I had so many tabs open. I had my emails tab, my scripts tab, my YouTube tab, and nothing got done because I was just code switching back and forth between all of them, not getting any actual work done, but getting like 2% on one, switching to the other because I got bored, and nothing happened. When I went and switched from doing that to, hey, this is email week or this is email day, I am only doing email work, everything changed for me. And I was able to just stay in that lane and stay motivated in that kind of vertical of what I was doing. And so when you pick a goal before you know it to create, your brain shifts from what should I make to how do I support this purpose? Point number two in the framework, batch your brain, not your filming. Here's what a lot of people mess up. They think batching means filming 20 videos on a Tuesday while dehydrated and spiritually defeated. Batching should start with your brain and not your camera. This saves you so much space and also time. Give yourself 10 minutes to list the ideas based off of what your one weekly goal, not scripts, not titles. So instead of just getting in front of the camera and being like, oh, the red light of doom, what do I say? Give yourself 10 minutes to list ideas based off of your weekly goal. Not scripts, just titles and rough talking points. And you'll be shocked at how much easier filming and editing becomes when your ideas are already organized. When you're able to put something on a Google Doc and then post it on a teleprompter and read off of that, it's still your words. It's just streamlining the process of how you get things done. Not everyone has to have a teleprompter, but maybe you're in Instagram and you're recording something. Guess what? The edits app for Instagram is so dope because you can actually just have a teleprompter on that going as you're reading so that it looks like you're not reading actually. When you batch your brain, you have a list of ideas and you just have to say, oh, I got to jog my memory on that one. I want to make that one right now. Instead of, hey, I'm just going to say a bunch of words and then I'm also going to let my future self have to edit all of those words together into something that makes sense. If something makes sense before you start saying it, it is so much easier to present and it saves you so much time editing. So when you batch on an idea level, filming becomes plug and play instead of the thing that holds you back. And believe me, editing is the worst thing for me. I despise doing that, but it is what brings it all together. Point number three, use a repeatable outline. I swear, 90% of consistency issues disappear the second you stop reinventing the video structure every single time. Use one outline over and over. Here's mine, and you're welcome to steal it, but it goes hook, setup, 3 points, story moment, practical takeaway, CTA. CTA is call to action. It's where you ask someone to do something. It removes the guesswork and it removes the stress, and it just keeps the viewer engaged because there's a natural rhythm and they expect that. Humans are naturally very rhythmic people. All of these YouTube videos that I'm currently doing all have that same framework. I tell a point, go over the pain points, tell a story based off of it, and then wrap it up with a lesson and ask you about what you can do next. So a structured video or post makes you feel more confident, sound more confident, more prepared, and more trustworthy, even if you filmed it in sweatpants. Boom. Point number 4, block 30 minutes a week, non-negotiable. Instead of doing more work, work intentionally. Pick a 30-minute block, the same day, the same time, and guard it with your life. This block is just for planning next week's posts or videos so that you have a system that is already 1 week ahead. You're not going into Monday going, what am I gonna do this week? When I work with clients, I tell them, hey, we need to stop thinking about week of, we need to start thinking about month ahead. And so when we do that, we think, okay, with these pillars that we discussed and what we think are gonna be good for the month, this is what we actually do. We sit down and we say, okay, let's plug them into the dates and times that make the most amount of sense. And then actually start making those posts within those already formed dates and times. That way you're not missing anything. It's all right there. You're already building something for the next week or the next month, and you're not worrying about, oh, it's Tuesday, I need to post something Wednesday morning. So when you make the planning time automatic, creativity becomes predictable. And let me just say here too, does that last phrase give you nerves or scare you that you'll lose your creative flair if things get systemized too much? Me too, and that's why it's important to set a reasonable goal on what you're doing. Taking on too much will just lead to burnout, so create intentionally and with pace in mind. Point number 5, record before you're ready. And I know this sounds wild, but half the reason people aren't consistent is because they wait until the idea is perfect. Spoiler, perfect ideas don't show up on time, and if you've got a clear goal and a handful of bullet points and a repeatable outline, you're ready to make your next video or post. Done has always been and always will be better than perfect here. Hit record before your brain has a chance to negotiate. You have what you need, act on it. Don't make it perfect. A lot of the podcasts that I've done over the last couple of years that are reflecting on a past event or something that I've done in Silo in my creative community have been very unplanned. I go into the podcast knowing that, hey, I want to talk about the anticipation for the event and what happened after event, and it is barely thought out more than that, those two things, and a couple of bullet points that I thought were notable. If I think too much about it, I'll try to make every word perfect, and it's not going to happen. If you give yourself an actual script, you have to either stick to it or be able to go off of it, and I just can't. There's no in between for me, and so that's why it's so much easier to just have bullet points. Don't make it perfect, make it conversational, and it just comes across so much easier too. And this is really important. Done is not only better than perfect, done is what gets data, and data is what makes you better. You have to iterate, and so once you get feedback on your last video or post, you can move forward with data that supports the next one even better. And real quick, because this whole video is about building your content rhythm, if you want to start building systems like this for your brand, I've got 2 things for you. My creative community Silo and its Discord. It's a place where I break down my content practices, share ideas that are working with me, and hanging out with other people that are actually making great work and care about what they do. The second is one-on-one creative strategy. So if you want help implementing this for yourself or for your brand, I've got you, and I'd love to see you apply at the link in the description. All right, back to the video. Okay, let's recap this 30-minute weekly content system. You're gonna pick a goal, batch your ideas, not your filming, use a repeatable outline, block 1 non-negotiable planning session per week, and record before you feel ready. If you follow these 5 steps, you'll finally have a content rhythm that feels sustainable instead of overwhelming. If this video has helped you, drop a comment telling me which step you feel like you're starting on this week, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.